Can someone confirm if they can see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Okay. So we'll start the session. I think we have a lot of you all here already. So the topic that we're covering today, right, is something that binds everything that we've learned together, which is analytics. And when we talk about analytics, it's literally the logic about why people do what they do. And a lot of this is based on consumer psychology, right? Why people get nudged enough to buy a product. You know, for example, let me give you a small example, right? So Amazon has started this Prime Day from today. And yesterday night, I was actually checking out some books that I'd added to the wish list before, which are now at 50% rate. And I immediately went and bought it, right? And a lot of times when we buy things, the nudge can be as simple as an offer. Sometimes the nudge is a little more complicated where you want more options to come in. So if you've gone to a website, right, and if you've seen a collection of bags and the bag that you want is sold out, even if there is a 50% off in that site, you will still not buy it because the bag that you like is not available, right? So you will wait either till the bag is available or a time when the bag is available along with the sale. Now, as a marketer, as a digital marketer, it's very difficult for me to understand what's the motivation. And this is very similar to when people join organizations, right? A lot of people join for money. A lot of people join because they can have, you know, a good work balance. A lot of people join because they have growth opportunities, right? There are different reasons why we take career opportunities and different motivators that we have. Analytics is the same thing. It is trying to understand what is motivating the person to make a decision. Now, one of the things we have to remember is this, that though analytics, a lot of what we do in campaigns, right? And if you all remember, we put people in buckets, right? We put people in a 25 to 35, you know, male, female, living in a metro city, interested in retail, fashion, etc. We club people together. But when we club people together, imagine I club all of you all together, right? Right now, all of you all have one similar motivation, which is to be able to excel in your careers or which is being able to learn more, right? There are certain things that are binding you all together. Even then, if I'm trying to sell you all a product today, all of you all will react differently to it. There is someone who will say, you know what, this product makes sense. Someone else will say, you know what, I don't think I should buy from this person. I had checked out something else and that works better. Someone will say the price is too high, right? And even in a group of people with similar interest, like all of us, we still will have very different reasons to purchase. The other thing we have to remember when we talk about analytics is that there are a lot of influencers at the background which influence why you make a decision, right? So if I need to go and purchase a product, now let me give you another example. I was yesterday talking to my parents and they really like Lindt chocolate. I don't know if you all have heard of Lindt. It's very, very expensive. Okay. So unless someone gives it to you, I don't think we actually ever go and buy it. So yesterday my dad was telling me, Pooja, I love Lindt. You know, next time if you are anywhere around, just get me 2 or 3 pieces, right? And my mom said, no, it is so expensive. Let it be. It's not required. All chocolate stays the same. Now, there is a conversation that happens, and imagine something as simple as a chocolate, right? But imagine if you're buying something as big as a TV or a refrigerator or a bed, right? Whenever you're buying or a laptop and you're buying bigger things with bigger values, especially in Indian families, we have a habit of consulting with people around us, right? Because there is that much respect and love that goes in the family. So we will say, you know, I'm looking at buying this product, and the person will say, nay, last time I had bought a Lenovo laptop, bakwas tha, so don't buy Lenovo, buy HP, right? That discussions happen. Now, this, a marketer will never know. A marketer, you know, cannot understand what is happening as conversations in your house or in your place, right? And this is also something that influences. What we, however, have as marketers, what we have is the behavior that people show online. So if today I tell you, and maybe I'll just quickly, considering I mentioned about Amazon, right? Imagine I go on to Amazon right now. Now I go here without thinking of anything specific to buy. I've reached this page and I'm just looking at things and I'm saying, okay, there are books, there are toys. And then I'm thinking, should I buy for myself? Should I buy? And then I see toys and I'm saying, should I buy for my niece? Then I see a dress and I say, oh God, my office has started. Should I buy a dress? All of these thoughts are millisecond thoughts. We don't even understand we are having these thoughts with ourselves, right? Sometimes you look at this and you say, my God, 36,000. Like, who's going to buy a phone for 36,000, right? There are these internal conflicts, internal conversations we have when we see something. Now, Amazon recognizes that one person, right? If I had signed in here, it would have recognized me as Pooja, right? Because I'm not signed in, it doesn't know. It knows me as a guest visitor. So it is seeing that one traffic has landed on this website, and it can see that this person, God knows who, is sitting and just staring at the home page. Now, Amazon at this point may not know what I'm looking at on the screen, right? Because see where my hover button is. Hover is this, right? Where my mouse is. My hover button is on this side. So Amazon doesn't know what I'm trying to do. Now, if I go on to one of these things, right? And we sometimes do that. Okay, move our hover. When we are reading something, we have a habit of moving, especially in a desktop. On the phone, it's not true. I'll explain how we do it on the phone. But you hover over something, or you actually looking at this, right? Or this section. When this happens, Amazon is able to realize that the person is focusing on this part of the website. Now, what Amazon will do is the moment it realizes there are websites which are dynamic, which means if I put my hover around this, the niche ka pura website will start having products which are related to this. That's a possibility. Okay, I don't think Amazon will do it now because it's a full-fledged campaign. But these are possibilities which can happen where if I'm over this, when I go down, I will see an entire row of books and I will see an entire row of games. I will see that because I showed interest in this part. Now what happens is, imagine I go down, okay, and I click on a headset. Now, the moment I click on a headset, Amazon is able to realize, they don't know, like I said, it's Pooja, but they know that this visitor who is coming is first showing interest in a earphone, right? The first. So it is tagging this as one. So this entire thing for 30 minutes, if I'm still on this page, I will still be considered as one session. So in the first session, this person went on and clicked on this earphone. Then maybe I go down here and I click on different colors. Now, using analytics, Amazon can understand which is the color I clicked on, because all of these images, right? And we spoke about this in SEO, they have alt tags, alt images where an image is named. So this image is named as red earphone, a red boat, whatever. This is going to be named as aqua green, right? All of these will have different names to it. So when I click on red, Amazon has figured out that this girl likes first earphone, second in a color of red. What an Amazon can do then is when I go down, the products that it shows, because see, this is one view, right? The other page, even though the page is refreshed, I have not seen the page yet. So when I go down, Amazon has an option to refresh the page and show me more products which are related to red. You can see here red, 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 right? It can show me more options related to red. Now, if you see this, these are sponsored, which means these are paid for. So this part of it, because someone is paying for it, this part will not change basis whatever I click on. But this part can change basis what I clicked on, because this part is organic, right? And this one is a paid section of Amazon. So when I have clicked on this, now they've given me more options. Now, if I click on this, Amazon knows that I'm not interested in this product red. Now I'm looking at other options, right? When I click on something and I'm reading more, it knows that I'm looking at other options. So you know what it does? See, it converts that section into compare with similar items. Using this, Amazon is trying to figure out what will I now click on? Because see, all of these have different features, right? If I click on something, imagine I click on this boat baskets, okay? Now this has this one feature which is different, which the other things don't have. Even this one has it, right? Now, if this and this have it, if I've been on this page and I've not liked this, and then I'm seeing this, right? And I click on this, it means that for me, I didn't like the look and feel of this, but I want this feature, right? Amazon in the backend has for each product that I click on and move, they are immediately, because they have this comparison thing, they're immediately able to figure how is the next product that I clicked on better than the previous product. It will note down those features, and all the next recommendations I see will be basis that. So all of these insights, and these are such micro insights that come in, right? Sometimes what happens is, if I go in, imagine I go into this, right? And I go into the review section. As a review section. If I am on this page in the review section, and I'm reading this for a long time, and you can, by the way, in analytics, you can figure out the time spent on the page, time spent on the section. what has been clicked on, what drop down has been selected. All of this is possible through analytics. So if I'm in the review section here, and then I go back, that means that there is something that I read in the review that I did not like, right? Then the reason why the person exited that product is the review section. So from where does a person drop off from a product item? All of this is being captured. Amazon is using this to make sure that you are able to reach a product which you will purchase, right? To increase the conversion rate. Now, what is conversion rate? Out of every 100 people who come to your website, how many people finally bought the product? Out of every 100 people who searched for earphones, how many people bought earphones? For Amazon, it does not make sense which earphone you buy. Amazon just wants you to buy a earphone. So Amazon's job is to do analytics in such a strong way that you, from wherever you are, you will be able to reach a product that you finally need and want, right? A lot of times, by the way, what you're seeing here as lightning deal, no, they are different for different people. Though this seems to be a lightning deal for everyone, I have personally seen this, that if I go to this and my husband or my sister go to this, they will not have a lightning deal for the same product. A lot of times lightning deals are just for Amazon to push the product down because they know I visited this before. And I actually have, by the way, I visited this yesterday night. So it knows I visited this, right? Which means, and if I've come back again, then it's showing higher intent. Now, if you go walk into a store and then you walk out and then you again walk into a store, you have higher intent than you had previously. So that is a reason why this gets put into lightning deal. Now the other things also, right? If you are a person who usually shares things. Now, if I want to buy, like I said, I want to buy a refrigerator, and in my family, everyone's discussing about a refrigerator. I will say I will take the job of researching. So I will go onto Amazon and I will research a few of them. And I will send those links to my family in the family group on WhatsApp. And I will say, these are the 3 ones I think I like. Tell me which ones you all like, right? And we get views. Whenever you share something from here, Amazon realizes that there are influencers other than you involved, that there are other people involved. So then you get notifications which say 1-day deal on this product, whichever product you shared, right? Amazon will send you notification saying only 1 day left on this product. So you will go back to your family and say, listen, I got 20% off. Quickly tell me what you want to buy to push the purchase faster, right? And each and everything you see here, whether which delivery location you're choosing, whether you're adding to the wish list or you're directly adding to the cart, each and everything that you see, right? If you're clicking on this, then they note that you're interested in which seller is selling it. Maybe because in the past you had a bad experience with the seller. All these insights get captured. Okay. Now this is Amazon's website, and all of this is usually done through GA Premium, which is Google Analytics Premium. We'll be going through GA, and I'll take you through a few things that you can find there. But first, we'll go back to the session itself. Are there any questions about what analytics does?
Ma'am, I have a query.
Yes.
So like, does web analytics and SEO go hand in hand? Because
Yes, yes.
so they both are, is it the same or there is a
Not the same.
small little nuance?
It's very actually, so I'll tell you what, the SEO team always has access to the web analytics account, and a lot of the insights and reports that SEO gets about how many people came to the website, from which all sources did they come, who are the people who came to the website, which all pages did they go to. All of those insights are actually used by the SEO team for reporting, right? And using that report, they go and they try to do better because they know that this is the pages that a person has come on. This is the type of content the person is reading, which means that they go and change their listing, their meta tags and all basis that. However, the team that does analytics, and analytics is the most out of all the career opportunities in digital, right? The most paid, highest paid opportunity is analytics because honestly, it requires such a logical mindset to do it. For example, I can never go into analytics because I'm more of a creative type, right? I'm not the analytics type. There are people who can look at data and they will be able to just map this data with this data. So they will be able to say that, listen, if I have, so many people coming from these many cities, and if so many people out of them are, men or females, and if so many are this age group, they are immediately able to put together 3 or 4 types of data in their head together and come up with an insight. And that is a very, very unique skill set that people have. And usually it's associated with having logical, mindset or a logical thinking. So the team that manages analytics is completely different. They set up funnels. They say if a person, how many people have come to this page versus how many people have then gone to the next page. All of that setup is done by the analytics team. SEO team uses analytics for their purposes, but the SEO team can never do analytics because SEO and analytics are two different skill sets, and they use two different tools because SEO uses Search Console, Google Search Console, Google Webmasters, all of those, Google My Business, those kind of accounts. And analytics guys use your either Adobe Analytics, Google Premium, or Google Analytics. It uses those kind of platforms, and the different platforms itself.
Right, ma'am. Right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Any other questions, anyone? All okay? Now, we have to realize that not all of us may be in jobs where analytics is directly something we work on. However, if there is another team that manages analytics, right? Imagine I'm doing social media, and social media also has analytics, right? How many people have, liked your page? How many people have liked your post? How many people have come and shared your post somewhere? All of those are also analytics. However, if you are doing social media, right, other than social media analytics, what you're also looking at is saying from social media, how many people went onto the website, how many people stayed there for how much time, how many people just left it within 10 seconds, right? For us to be able to, whichever profile you're a part of, you have to be able to realize that the quality of people that you're sending to the website is what kind. Because till the time, you only focus on sending people, right? Your campaigns will not yield into anything. You eventually want the person to go to the website and convert, right? So because of that entire journey that a customer takes, we have to make sure that we have enough insights from them. So you will not need to learn how to do analytics if you're not in analytics, right? You just need to know the logic of what are you asking for and why you asking. So if someone says that, listen, Pooja, I have got very less people, traffic from social media this time on my website, it is my job to go and check which are the posts that I have done before in the last 6 months that are given the highest traffic. And then I will know that these are the posts of mine which are performing from a conversion perspective, right? These are the ones that are actually benefiting the business. So analytics, when we're talking about it, the measurement, collection, analysis, and reporting, right? Saying how do you measure something? How do you collect the data? How do you analyze the data? And how do you report the data? All of these are done by the analytics team itself. However, the reporting has to come to each member of the team, whatever profile you are in digital marketing or social media marketing. It has to come to you so you can take out insights out of this, right? So analysis is not insight. Analysis is telling that these are the pockets of data which are trying to show something. And we are the people who have to make sense saying, I don't know why there is a drop, right? But let me try to figure it out. I don't know why there was a drop on Saturday, Sunday. Let me try to figure it out. So when the data comes to you, it's your job to go back and check in your system. Now, why do we analyze data? And this is actually, it's a very important part to understand why we even do this. Because analytics, even when we take as a resource internally or when we outsource to an agency, it's very expensive, right? Because like I said, the skill set is expensive. However, there are some things which help you increase business. So the first thing which is measuring traffic is what we all discussed, right? Which are the platforms and channels that help give you people inside your website. Now, why is this important? This is important because in the funnel, and we keep discussing about the marketing funnel, right? In the funnel, if you have to increase people at the top of the funnel, because see, if someone has not reached, imagine the board thing, right? If I have not seen the board banner, then I've not reached the board product page, then I've not purchased it anyway. If I want people to purchase more and more of my product, I have to get more people at the top of the funnel, which is awareness, which means I have to increase traffic from places, if it's because of Instagram, right? Let me put more posts in Instagram. If it is through an email campaign, let me do more email campaigns. Figure out which sources drive your top of the funnel, get you more traffic on the top so that you will have a decent number of people converting out of them. The second part is about being able to identify potential customers. See, the entire concept of window shopping, right? Imagine if you owned a shop, if you owned a retail shop, and you saw a person, coming in every day and not buying anything. The first day you will go to the person and say, "Sir, aapko kuch chahiye?" The person will say, "Nahi, main dekh lunga." You again see the person coming the next day. Then the person comes the third day. then the person has not bought anything. Okay. Now the fourth day when the person walks in, will you give attention to the person? No, you will not. You know कि ये ऐसे ही आया यार, घूमने के लिए आया, right? This is why it is important, because even on the website space, people will come to your website only just to look around. They'll just come to see, chalo kuch acha deal hai kya? Is there anything which is interesting? They'll just come to see that. Your focus is to identify who are those guys versus the other guys, because you know what will happen if you start giving a lot of offers to even the person who's just window shopping, thinking कि यार ठीक है खरीद लेगा, that person is not going to value, because the person is anyway not going to buy. That person is not going to value only anything. So how much ever money you spend remarketing to him, sending him offers, all of those things is not going to result in anything. So you have to be able to separate people who are actually interested versus people who are not interested is important, because you have to put your company's resources behind the people who are interested, right? That is why one of the ways to reduce, your money that is going in remarketing and all, to do this, which is separate both the data sets, becomes a very important thing. Now, the third thing is something that which is for me, at least in analytics, the most important. Which are the parts of the website where people drop off? Like I was saying, is it the review section? Is it the price? Is it the colors? Is it the unavailability? Did the person click on a color that was not available and that's why the person went back, right? What can you do then? Have a notify, if the product is available. You have seen that option, right? Notify if the product is available. All of those, insights have come out of data like this, where people have seen that maximum people drop off when they have selected a particular product and it shows us out of stock. So these small things, changes that you make in your UI UX, okay, when I say UI UX, it's user interface and user experience. When I go to the website, where do I click? How does the website look? What is the journey? Can I directly go and make a payment? Are my cards added? All of those are UI UX, right? And to know that this is a place where people most probably drop off is a very important thing. This also becomes very important in case of payment pages. A lot of times people are trying to make payment, but they have put the OTP incorrect, right? Or they have put, they're not able to find their credit card. So they reach the payment page and then they drop off. There is another case here where a lot of people drop off and they go to the coupon code page, okay? And you can actually track this, okay? It's a lot of fun. If you go to websites like Make My Trip, Go IB, Book, Clear Trip, no, they track how many people are on the coupon page, okay, on the section, the hover, and like I said, on the desktop you have your hover of the mouse. On mobile, because it's only that much place, it's how much time you hovered around that section itself. And there are people who hover on the coupon code thing. They then leave that page on their mobile and they go to search for coupons, right? You go to Coupon Dunia and all of these websites. So you have left the page open and in stationary position and you have gone out. Now, the page, like a Make My Trip, does not know where you've gone because you've left their website. So they can't track you outside their website, right? But what they can figure is a person has stopped at that coupon code, gone missing for the next 2 minutes, and then come back and try to put something in. Because we usually try, no, it says monsoon 2021. I'll try it, it doesn't work. How many people who tried to put a coupon code, first of all, didn't get a coupon code at all? How many people who tried to put the coupon code and put a coupon code got it as invalid coupon or coupon expired? And how many people were successful in putting coupons? There are numbers that they calculate. So out of every 1,000 people or 20,000 people who come in, how many people put the coupon, how many put it incorrectly, and how many were not able to find any coupon code? That is why there are websites which have coupon code as a page on their existing website. If you go, I think even Make My Trip has it. There is a page which says coupons. If you go there, you will get different coupons of if you're traveling internationally, if you're traveling domestically, it has different coupon codes. So that is something that page creation is something that came out of that insight, that people were spending too much time trying to search for coupon codes that may not have worked, that were invalid. So the best way is for the company itself to promote a coupon code, right? Because coupon codes eventually, by the way, are always tie-up of the company. Even though Coupon Dunia is selling it, it doesn't mean Coupon Dunia is doing the cut, right? A Make My Trip has created the code for Coupon Dunia and sent it out to them. So this is a way to not lose people when they are going out of the website. The optimizing of campaigns is where you save money. Now, if I tell any of y'all to run a campaign, right, you all can run a campaign, whether it's today or whether it's tomorrow. You will be able to set up a campaign and run the campaign if you're taught how to run the campaign, right? However, the entire thing is about how to optimize the campaign. And when I say optimize, how do I reduce junk leads from coming in? How do I reduce the cost per click or cost per lead? How do I get the campaigns working better? That's optimization. And optimization happens because we are able to figure that a person who comes from interest in buying a house, may convert within 3 months versus someone who is interested in banking and finance who may convert in 1 month. You are able to get those insights because you're tracking all the customer data, right? Right now, even though I'm a guest, it has tracked me saying this is where I've gone and this is what I've done. This, all of these insights, they put together and they're able to then differentiate saying this bucket behaves like this bucket behaves like this. Those are insights that are used to optimize campaigns. Any questions in this? Guys, all okay? Yes? Yes, no?
No, ma'am, no questions.
Perfect.
VocSkill.